Hi Mike, this is my Project Connekt video for you. I'd like to start off this video by talking about music. So I believe that music is this gift that God gave us so that we would have a voice to communicate directly with Him. You, obviously, were a big part in helping me find and shape my voice, and I am forever blessed for you for that. The next thing I want to talk about is brotherhood. You know, when we played music together, it was always more than just playing music, because I think there was a spirituality, there was a connectedness, there was a brotherhood to it that lasted even when we weren't playing music, and I thank you for that experience. I think, I would like to hope anyway, that most people have some kind of experience like that that's not superficial. I think I've come close a couple of times, once with a group of people that I used to work with that I'm still friends. I even consider them family, really. But as I'm growing in my walk, I'm starting to feel that again with people that I go to church with. So I think it all started with you, and thank you for that. This is cool. Okay, this is what this you have to know. I have been blessed to have been a part of every nuance of every emotion you could possibly have. Not you in general, but you. You've always been pretty open and straight with me, and I think that's remarkable because I have kids, you have kids, we've been kids, and we know that we hold stuff back from people we love to protect them. But with you, it wasn't that way. I mean, when you were angry about something, you were angry. When you were happy, whatever, happy, sad, in love, I knew where you stood on everything. And it's kind of one of those things you don't notice at the time, but when you kind of get around other people and they don't open up to you, which is understandable, I guess, in some cases, you learn to appreciate really the people that did, and how big of a risk that is, and how brave and courageous you had to have been to do that. Maybe you don't think so, but it's real hard for some people to just say what the hell's on their mind and come do it from a place of love, no matter what. And that was you. I hope that still is you. I'm sure it is. And the people who don't get that, they just don't get you. It's as simple as that. This is probably the most profound thing that I wanted to say to you, and it's that the biggest quality of you that I admire is this. When I first met you, you kind of scared me. And it was in junior high. I thought you were different, but mostly that's because I had a stupid... No, it wasn't stupid. I just had a sheltered life. I mean, I hadn't gone out. I hadn't seen anything that you had seen. And then in high school, when we reconnected, it was the same thing. I mean, I might have even been a little threatened by your obvious display of freedom. And as we got to be friends and I learned who you were and what that meant to you, that was pretty cool, man. Really cool. And I kind of got thinking about that, and I get down on myself because you know what? That anybody who looks at a guy like you that goes out there and just explores the world, wants to learn about what's out there, and trust me, I've seen you go out there and try to learn about things that, well, that's what but it's cool because here's what that says, is that life is for living, and you lived it, and the rest of us are just waiting to die. Sadly, I'd forgotten that, and I'm remembering that now as I think about you, and I thank you immensely for being that model, that and that person that I knew, and that example. And man, keep doing that. Just keep living it. I pray to God your kids see that in you, and that they do that, and those are the people that you put out there in the world, the ones that live life and aren't afraid to do any of it. So with that in mind, I was thinking about also, I don't know why it popped in my mind, but I was thinking about the words to When I Grow Up. And when I wrote those, I had just kind of starting to get to know you. I was a kid, and I remember being kind of getting over that afraid stage of who you were and being more fascinated by it. And those words came out of me based on just, I guess, the emotions I was thinking that were going through me at the time. And we looked at the words, and you could still look at the words, and I think on a superficial level, they're really about a tree, or just being really unsure of what life is all about. But when I think about, man, if I wrote those at that time of my life, and knowing you know what those words are about, living life. Crap's gonna come at you, but you just got to keep going forward, and that's who you are, Mike. And I want to say that now that I think about it here, so many years later, that you inspired those words. So I want to just officially say that I dedicate my part of that song to you. Those words were for you and because of you, and I thank you forever for that. I love you, my brother. Take care of yourself, and just keep watching.